oscillations per second. Heart pumps the blood to the different body organs.
Both statements aren't true, it is always true.
Hi Tswreis, this is Sonia from Adagudur, Nalgonda District. So, today I am going to teach you physical science lesson. In these lessons, we are going to learn about types of chemical reaction. As Tswreis, you have learned in your previous classes about so many changes. What are they? Yes, it's a good answer. You have learned about natural change, artificial or man-made change, and temporary change and permanent change. All these changes are categorized between two types. What are they? Yes, it's a good answer. They are categorized between two types. First one is physical change and second one is chemical change. Tswreis, can you give one example for natural change? Yes, Tswreis, it's a good answer. The germination of a plant, the germination of a seed is a natural change. And what is the example of artificial change? As the on and off of a bulb is the artificial change. And temporary change, what is the temporary change? As it's a good answer. The rusting of iron is a temporary change. And what is the physical change? The physical change is nothing but in this change the reaction will be reversible. So it is called an physical change. Can you give one example for physical change? As Tswreis, it's a good answer. The melting of ice cubes or the melting of ice cream is a physical change. And what is meant by chemical change? As the chemical change is nothing but in this change the material undergoes and it changes its shape and size and form a new substance or new material is called an chemical change. Can you give one example for chemical change? As Tswreis, the burning of crackers is a chemical change. So Tswreis, in our daily life, we have observed all these changes, we have experienced and we are going to experience in our further future. So, today we are going to learn about types of chemical reactions. Okay, today what we are going to learn about? Types of chemical reactions. What we are going to learn? As types of chemical reactions. As Tswreis, how many types of chemical reactions are there? As it's a good answer. The types of chemical reactions are 4 types. What are they? As first one is chemical combination. What is the first reaction? First one is chemical combination. And second one is chemical decomposition. What is the second one? As the second one is chemical decomposition reaction. And third one is displacement reaction. What is the fourth one? As fourth one is double displacement reaction. So Tswreis, in this chemical reaction they have classified into 4 types. What are they? First one is chemical combination and second one is chemical decomposition reaction and third one is displacement reaction and fourth one is double displacement reaction. What are the reactions? As first one is chemical combination and second one is decomposition reaction and third one is displacement reaction and fourth one is double displacement reaction. So Tswreis, today we are going to learn about the interesting, the colorful topic. What is that? Chemical combination. Are you interested? As Now shall we do the chemical combination? Shall we discuss about chemical combination reaction? As Feroz, what is meant by chemical combination reaction? As the chemical combination reaction is nothing but in this reaction the compound, the product will be single and the products are two or more. This is called an chemical combination reaction. What is chemical combination reaction? Chemical combination reaction is nothing but in this reaction the product will be single and form two or more reactants is known as chemical combination reaction. For understanding this chemical combination reaction, shall we do one activity? Are you interested, Tswreis? Yes. Now we are going to do one activity for understanding this chemical combination reaction. Take a piece of magnesium ribbon and rub this magnesium ribbon with a sandpaper. Okay, rub this magnesium ribbon with a sandpaper. See, after rubbing this magnesium ribbon, you hold with this two pair of tongs. Tswreis, see, I have taken a piece of magnesium ribbon and I am burning this magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen with the help of spirit lamp. So what do you observe, Tswreis? As there will be done an miracle. What is that? What is that, Tswreis? As we will form an white dazzling flame. As Tswreis, see here, what is this? This is a white dazzling flame. The white dazzling flame will be converted into white powder. The white powder is nothing but an magnesium oxide. Okay, Tswreis, this is called an chemical combination. What we have done? First I have taken a piece of magnesium ribbon and I have burned this magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen with the help of spirit lamp. So when I am burning this magnesium ribbon, you have seen a miracle. What is this? As the powder is converted, the white powder is came. The white powder is nothing but an magnesium oxide. See, you can see here a white powder. This white powder is nothing but an magnesium oxide. Are you interested? As Tswreis, let's we go to another chemical reaction. What is that? As the second one is chemical decomposition. Tswreis, are you interested to learn about chemical decomposition reaction? Good. Are you good, Tswreis? So let us learn about chemical decomposition reaction. What is meant by chemical decomposition reaction? As the chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but in this reaction the compound will be split into two or more simpler substance. Is called an chemical decomposition reaction. What is meant by chemical decomposition reaction, Tswreis? As in this reaction the compound will be split into two or more simpler substance. Let me go through chart. As what is meant by chemical decomposition reaction? The chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but in this reaction, in decomposition reaction occur when a single compound breaks down into two or more simpler substance. Is called an chemical decomposition reaction. For understanding this chemical decomposition reaction, let us do one activity. Are you interested, Tswreis? As see, Tswreis. See, Tswreis, I am taking calcium carbonate in a test tube. What I am doing, Tswreis? I am taking a calcium carbonate in a test tube. So after taking this calcium carbonate in a test tube, I am heating this. See this. This is a delivery tube. I have fixed this rubber crop. See Tswreis, when I am burning this calcium carbonate, the calcium carbonate will be split into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So when I am burning this calcium carbonate, the carbon dioxide gas will be released. So we should take a matchstick near to the delivery tube. When the calcium carbonate was split into two or more simpler substance, then we will form an calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide gas will be released in the delivery tube. So for understanding this, for showing this result, we should take a burning stick near this delivery tube. So when the carbon dioxide is releasing, this matchstick will be put off. See what a miracle. When the carbon dioxide is releasing, the matchstick is put off. This is called an chemical decomposition reaction. Tswreis, the chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but, in this reaction the compound will be split into two or more simpler substance. Is called an chemical decomposition reaction. For understanding this chemical decomposition reaction, let's see Tswreis, I have taken calcium carbonate. What I have taken? The calcium carbonate. This calcium carbonate splits into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. Okay, this is called an chemical decomposition reaction. For understanding this chemical decomposition reaction, let's now only we have done that decomposition reaction calcium carbonate experiment. Let's see another one. What is that? Chemical displacement reaction. What is meant by chemical displacement reaction? As the chemical displacement reaction is nothing but, in this reaction which the atoms of one element replace the atoms of another element in a compound is called an chemical displacement reaction. Okay Tswreis, are you interested to do the activity? As let us do this activity. See Tswreis, I have taken a conical flask and I am adding in this conical flask zinc dust. What I am adding? Zinc dust. After adding this zinc dust, I am pouring slowly hydrochloric acid. Slowly we should pour this hydrochloric acid. So Tswreis, after pouring this hydrochloric acid, I am tying this mouth of the conical flask with a balloon. See Tswreis, first I have taken a conical flask. In this conical flask, I have taken zinc dust. In this conical flask, I have taken zinc dust and I have added hydrochloric acid slowly. So the zinc dust will be combined with hydrochloric acid, react with hydrochloric acid and form an zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. When the hydrogen gas was evolving in this, so the balloon will be started bulging. See Tswreis, how is it? It is beautiful now. So now let us do this chemical equation. First of all, I have taken zinc plus hydrochloric acid. So when this zinc plus hydrochloric acid combine with each other, react with each other, it form an zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. Okay, the left side of the arrow is called an reactants and the right side of the arrow is called product. The reactants are nothing but which are involving in the chemical reaction. The products are nothing but which are coming as a result in this chemical reaction or called an product. See Tswreis, how the balloon bulges. When we take zinc plus hydrochloric acid, the balloon was bulges when the hydrogen gas was releasing. Are you interested? Yes Tswreis, let's we go to another one. What is that? Double displacement reaction. What is meant by double displacement reaction? Yes, the double displacement reaction is nothing but in this reaction the element two chemicals are exchanged constituents from one compound to another compound. This is called an double displacement reaction. See Spheros, the double displacement reaction is nothing but if two reactants exchange their ions and form two products, then the reaction is called as double displacement reaction. Okay. For understanding this double displacement reaction, let us do another activity. Are you interested, Spheros? Yes. Take a test tube and add lead nitrate. What I am doing is I have taken a test tube and I am adding lead nitrate. And I am adding water in this test tube to dissolve the lead nitrate. In another test tube, I am taking potassium iodide. What I am taking? Potassium iodide. Potassium iodide, and I am adding little bit of water for dissolving this potassium iodide. See Spheros, once we see here, first in one test tube I have taken lead nitrate and I have added water, and in another test tube I have taken potassium iodide and I have added water. So I am mixing this both solution in one test tube. See Spheros, what is done here is when I have mixed the both solution, here we have observe the yellow color precipitate. What is meant by yellow color precipitate? As the yellow color precipitate is nothing but lead iodide. Okay Spheros, have you understand this? Once again I would like to repeat. In one test tube I have taken lead nitrate. In another test tube I have taken potassium iodide, and I have dissolved these both chemicals. I have dissolved this both solution and I have mixed in one test tube. So what we have from the yellow color precipitate? The yellow color precipitate is nothing but the chemical which is not dissolved insoluble in water is called an yellow color precipitate. So Spheros, we have learned about all the 4 types of chemicals. Let us learn once again. What are they? First one is types of chemical reaction. Today what we are going to learn? Types of chemical reaction. What is the first one? Chemical combination. Chemical combination is nothing but in this reaction there will be an single product with the reactants of 2 or more simpler substance is called an chemical combination. Just now we have done the magnesium ribbon experiment. As Spheros, you have celebrated Diwali in your schools. As if you don't celebrate Diwali in your school, let's celebrate now once again. See here, I have taken a piece of magnesium ribbon and I am rubbing this magnesium ribbon with sandpaper. What I have taken? A piece of magnesium ribbon, and I have rubbed this piece of magnesium ribbon with a sandpaper. After rubbing this magnesium ribbon with sandpaper, I am burning this magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen with the help of spirit lamp. See Spheros, when I am burning this magnesium ribbon, you form an white dazzling flame. Let us celebrate this Diwali. As ferrous, I have taken a piece of magnesium ribbon and I have rubbed this magnesium ribbon with the sandpaper and I am burning this magnesium ribbon in the presence of oxygen with the help of spirit lamp. So you form an white dazzling flame. As ferrous, this experiment takes little bit of time. So we go through on another experiment. Ferrous, what is the second one? As the second one is chemical decomposition. What is meant by chemical decomposition? The chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but in this reaction the compound will be split into two or more simpler substance. As ferrous, you can observe this white dazzling flame. The white dazzling flame is nothing but an magnesium oxide. Happy Diwali to all the ferrous. See ferrous, this white powder is nothing but an magnesium oxide. And what is the second one? As second one is chemical decomposition reaction. What is meant by chemical decomposition reaction? The chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but in this reaction the compound will be split into two or more simpler substance. Is called an chemical decomposition reaction. For understanding this chemical decomposition reaction, just now we have done this activity. Take a test tube, and add sodium calcium carbonate. For understanding this chemical decomposition, now do one activity. Take a calcium carbonate in a test tube. Okay. After taking this calcium carbonate, we should fix the delivery tube. See, I am fixing the delivery tube and I am burning this calcium carbonate. I am burning this calcium carbonate. When I am burning this calcium carbonate, the calcium carbonate will be split into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So when the carbon dioxide was releasing in the delivery tube, so when we take the matchstick near to the delivery tube, the matchstick will be off. See what a miracle, when the carbon dioxide gas was released, this matchstick was put off. So this is known as chemical decomposition reaction. And what is the third one? As the third one is chemical displacement reaction. As ferrous, what is meant by chemical displacement reaction? As the chemical displacement reaction is nothing but in this reaction the two chemicals are exchanged from one ion to another ion to form a new product. Is called an chemical displacement reaction. For understanding this displacement reaction, just now we have done one activity. What is this? I have taken a conical flask and I have added zinc dust and I have poured slowly hydrochloric acid. So when the zinc was combined with hydrochloric acid and react with hydrochloric acid, what gas was evolved? As the hydrogen gas was evolved. For understanding this, I want to do one reaction. What is that? I have taken zinc plus hydrochloric acid. So when I have taken zinc plus hydrochloric acid, the zinc combine with hydrochloric acid and react with hydrochloric acid and form an zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. Okay, this is called an, what is this called? As this is called an chemical displacement reaction. Let's see another example. I have taken ferrous plus copper sulfate. So when it will be displaced from one compound to another compound, what will become? Ferrous sulfate plus copper. Okay, this is called an chemical displacement reaction. And what is the fourth one? S whereas the fourth one is nothing but double displacement reaction. So, the double displacement reaction is nothing but if two products exchange of their ions and form two products, then the reaction is called an double displacement reaction. For understanding this double displacement reaction, let's do another activity. I have taken a test tube and I am adding lead nitrate. I am taking lead nitrate. C whereas I have taken a test tube and I have taken lead nitrate and I am adding little bit of water. Little bit of water and I am taking another test tube and I am adding what I am adding as potassium iodide and I am adding some quantity of potassium iodide and I am adding water to dissolve the potassium iodide. After preparing this both solution, I am mixing this both solution in one test tube. So, what do you form? As you will form an yellow color precipitate. Are you exciting for this activity? As whereas see, you are going to see a miracle. When I am pouring this solution in this test tube, you will see a yellow color precipitate. Yes, the yellow color precipitate is nothing but the chemical which did not dissolve in water, which insoluble in water is called an yellow color precipitate. So, whereas in our daily life we are using all these chemical changes. In what ways we are using? As we are using all these chemicals in our daily life. In what purpose? As in medicines, in soft drinks, in whitewashing, in food industry and preserving of eggs and making papadums and ceramics and marbles and dyes. So, in medicines, in such type of medicines we are using calcium and iron. Okay. In daily life also we are using what? We are using chemicals. As whereas it is a good answer. And for preservation of egg, we are using calcium hydroxide. What we are using? Calcium hydroxide for preservation of food, egg and for food industry. In food industry also we are using this calcium hydroxide. And what we are using in the Lay's chips packet for preserving so many days? As we are using nitrogen gas. For what purpose? For do not be oxidization. What is mean by oxidization, Sphero? As it is a exactly good answer. The oxidization is nothing but in this reaction the product, the chips will be not the chips will be not what spoil with the oxygen. So, this is called an oxidization. And in dyes also we are using the lead oxide. In dyes also we are using lead oxide. In onions, what chemicals will be there? As sulfur. When we are cutting this chemical, when they are cutting this onion, in our eyes the tears will be formed. That is nothing but with the help with the sulfur. As whereas, do you know what is mean by exothermic reaction and what is mean by endothermic reaction and what is the electroreaction? And for knowing this, we do one reaction. As whereas the exothermic reaction is nothing but when we have taken calcium carbonate, we are heating. What we are doing?